everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another Love in Hip Hop New York review, y'all. All right. I love y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this. So you guys, we meet Jonathan's little nephew this episode, Derrick. He has a nice little social media following apparently because he is very charismatic and super cute, but he also has a condition where his joints grow together. I think that's what they said. And all doctors and insurance are offering to little Derrick is for him to have leg amputation, which would mean he would never have a chance to walk or swim. And a doctor in Spain reached out because of Jonathan and Derrick's online presence and said that he can do the surgery for $160,000. So Jonathan doesn't have that money, okay? He invited Sin and Yandy to meet little Derrick, and then he cries to them about how he was making that money, back in the day, and then he kind of snorted through all of that money, and now he's feeling some type of way about the fact that he could have saved his nephew's legs if only he hadn't let his drug habit get out of control the way it did. So Yandy says that, look, we're going to do whatever we got to do, but that little boy is going to walk if it's left up to me. And I'm like, that's why Jonathan brought this to Yandy, because Yandy loves the project, okay? At the end of the day, child, you bring Yandy a sob story and she will figure something out for you, okay? I appreciate you for that, Yandy. I really do. Am I the only person that felt like it was kind of weird for some doctor from Spain to say if you have $160,000, I can do the surgery? Like, is he legit? Like, I know y'all will probably do y'all research, but something about it just felt flawed. I don't know why. Maybe I'm tripping, but let me know. Did this surgery happen? Did little Derrick get his legs? Because I don't know, okay? I didn't pay attention on social media to the backstory here, but I'm just gonna say that just sounds suspect. And the last time I checked, is Spain one of the places where they have, the best surgeons? Because that's usually like Germany, Russia, and America or something like that, right? I could be totally wrong, all right? I tell y'all all the time, don't quote me. I didn't Google this shit beforehand. But I just kind of felt like, oh, so we just gonna get any old doctor off the internet that's offering to do something for 160? Like, it just seemed flawed, y'all. I'm gonna let it go right there. But y'all know Yandy gonna do something about this, right? Okay, we gonna come back to that. So y'all, Jim Jones goes to see his mom, Mama Jones, okay? Mama Jones has a podcast, okay? Or some type of show that she records. Child, she had on a bow tie and finger waves. It seemed like a show that might have been more risque. And you go, y'all sitting at the bar and you're sitting down to the bar with your son asking him questions. Child, I wasn't even paying attention to the questions that she was asking him. All I know is he said that his mama house burned down 2 years ago and it was unsalvageable. They had to knock the house down. Now they're building Mama Jones a new house. And our girl Chrissy is the interior designer of said house. Mama Jones don't know nothing about it. And y'all know it's going to be an issue. Her and Chrissy tried to have a relationship, but all in all, they just don't get along, okay? Chrissy says Mama Jones is not supportive of their relationship, so she just backed away. And that's just what it is. Olivia and Yandy meet up, okay? Apparently, they're still good friends. They text all the time. They haven't seen each other in a while, but they definitely communicate via social media and text messaging, okay? And this is when we find out that Olivia is actually engaged to someone. Now, I didn't get his name because we didn't get his face. Apparently, he doesn't want to be in the spotlight. And I said, oh, yeah, that's why you taking pictures with the back of his head on your Instagram? Okay. I'm going to have to go look at Olivia's Instagram because just off the show, it looked like that man don't want his face on your Instagram. And the last time Olivia had a man on the show, he wasn't really claiming her. So I'm just sitting up here like, oh, he proposed, huh? Okay, like I guess. Yandy tells her that she and Kimbella are no longer friends and that Kimbella is now friends with Chrissy. And of course, Olivia feels the same way that Yandy does, and a lot of us do. You know what I mean? How you gonna be friends with Chrissy, who basically stumped you in the cooch, but you can't forgive Yandy for whatever she did, and that's your friend, and she ain't never stumped you in the cooch. So how can you be friends with Chrissy but not be friends with Yandy after all of these years? I said because I'm telling y'all, there's something about getting in a fight with a girl, that's very like surface level. I can forgive us getting into a fight, okay? Especially if I was still pretty at the end of the fight, okay? Like Kimbella said, you might have kicked me in the cooch, bitch, but my face remains the same, okay? Like at the end of the day. So I think that's one thing to get into a physical altercation with somebody, but I think it's a whole nother thing to be somebody's friend and feel like they were manipulating you. And even though I don't agree with Kimbella, I think Kimbella feels like Yandy manipulated her. I feel like Kimbella is full of shit when she pulls this whole Yandy didn't jump in on my behalf during the fight with Chrissy. Like, girl, please. If you wasn't mad about that all of these years after the fact when you was bucking for Yandy, don't be mad about that shit now. Stop it, okay? Nobody asked you to go on VH1's YouTube page and watch that video over and over again and realize that Yandy wasn't really trying to fight Chrissy. At the end of the day, she got pushed on you because she was trying to stop Chrissy from getting to your ass. So I just think that Kimbella's argument about this specific fight is bullshit, okay? At the end of the day, you really upset because you feel like she used you as a guard dog. Instead of handling her own issues, Yandy called her less smart friend to come and fight the battles for her. And I think Kimbella feels like she's been made a fool. And she kind of sort of has been made a fool by Yandy throughout the years because Yandy would never show up for her in that same way. She might try to stop somebody from getting to you, but she's not going to jump into a fight and fight somebody on your behalf. But see, Kimbella was always ready to fight on Yandy's behalf. See? Now I understand why Kimbella feels that way, but Kimbella needs to grow the hell up. And Kimbella looks like a fucking turkey. That's all I gotta say. Back to Olivia, okay? Olivia tells Yandy that Rich was stealing money from her. And Yandy's like, I don't believe that. I know Rich. And that's just not Rich's style. I can't believe he would steal something from an artist. Now, maybe he took the money that you thought you were supposed to get paid to recoup some losses of his. Maybe that was it. And I feel like that's probably exactly what it is. That's why Olivia can't really do anything legally. Because you probably did owe that man some money and it probably was his song. Like, that doesn't mean that Rich isn't dirty, but it just means that legally he didn't do anything wrong, which means it's defamation for you to go around and say he stole from you, because in all actuality it was never yours for it to be stolen. See what I'm saying? Olivia says she saw the paperwork, okay? Cisco showed her the paperwork that showed that Rich had received money off the songs that she recorded and he didn't give her no money. I said, all right, girl, we're going to get to the bottom of this eventually. So Jonathan meets with Kimbella and Chrissy to invite them to the jump rope competition that he and Yandy have put together to raise money for Lil Derrick, okay? And Chrissy straight up don't know if she coming. She would rather write him a check, but I didn't really hear anything about her writing a check, but we know she didn't show up to jump rope. Kimbella wanted to talk about how she felt like Jonathan was going at her neck on Yandy's behalf, but now you want me to up and act like you love me. No, if you love me, then your ass would stay neutral. To me, Jonathan seems like a user, and because it's his little cousin Derrick that he needs something for, Kimbella is probably going to be there for Jonathan, but I feel like Kimbella needs to leave Jonathan alone, because Jonathan is always going to pick a side, even when he tries to pretend as if he won't. He is a different friend to you when Yandy isn't around than he is when Yandy's around. And that's just point blank, period. I can't be friends with somebody that changes how they roll with me depending on who's around. But I understand this is a different situation and everybody feels like we should, let bad bitches be bad bitches and put our petty issues to the side to jump rope for the little boy Derrick. All right, fine. I understand that. But Jonathan, you don't get to treat people like shit and then expect them to show up for you just because it's something that matters to you. Rich goes to see his mom, y'all. He's got to talk to his mom, y'all. His mom is the queen pin at the end of the day. All right, she was sitting up there counting money like she was waiting for some females to come and drop some money off from their stroll the night before. But they meet up so that they can talk about Olivia and all of this business of them, appropriating funds. Rich mom says she can't believe that Olivia said that because Olivia actually owes Rich money. Rich mom says that Rich was doing a lot of things for Olivia out of pocket, okay? Meaning that she wasn't signed to anybody and he wasn't receiving any money for any of the things that he was really doing for her, okay? So that song might have been the only thing that he, had to kind of recoup some of the money that he spent on Olivia throughout the time that he was working with her. And also also he allowed her to go around and perform that song as if it was hers and get money from those shows. Then she went and started taking bookings with Cisco, and that's how she got on Cisco's bandwagon. And y'all know Cisco is forever mad about Rich messing with Daryl Strawberry's daughter. So he throwing salt on Rich by using Olivia. You know what I'm saying? It's messy to me. Like, even though obviously Rich and his mom, okay, like, they ain't the squeakiest people I've ever seen. But ultimately, I could believe that Rich was out here doing things for Olivia out of pocket. And she probably wasn't really signed or wasn't making any money for him to recoup what he'd already spent on her. So if he did the song, that was his song. Yeah, she might have been on the song, but ultimately, you owe me money. We did the song. I'm going to take that money, and then I'm going to let you go out and perform the song and get your bookings and all of that. I'm going to let you go and do that. He could have stopped her from performing the song because it was his song and not hers. You know, it's messy. But either way, y'all, this situation with Olivia and Rich is not over, because now Rich feels like he needs to go and talk to Cisco and get a better understanding of what the conversation was betwixt Olivia and Cisco. So Rich calls on our boy Peter. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Somebody must have gave Peter some moisturizer, but he's looking better these days. Okay, y'all heard he's gonna be the new host of Cheaters? I swear to God, I need to set my DVR. I just can't wait to see one of the biggest cheaters help other people find their cheaters. I just cannot wait to see this. And I can't believe that he's actually going to be the host of Cheaters. He's like one of the main members of the Creep Squad. You mean to tell me that you're going to go around with women and help them find men who've cheated on them? Dirty Feet Pete, I cannot believe that. But you know what? More power to you, Pete. More power to you. So Peter is acting in his normal capacity as the go-between between Rich and Cisco, because they can't meet up all on their own without a fight happening, okay? So they meet up and nobody understands. Neither Peter or Rich understand why Cisco is being so flawed and moving so flawed. Like, of course, he met Olivia through Rich. So why are you now being backhanded and reaching out to my old artist, telling her that I stole money from her and then taking bookings with her and making money off of her? Like, what is going on here? All right. Rich is definitely feeling some type of way. Nigga was oily as a motherfucker. He was like sweating, oily, everything. Just perspiration coming through the pores. He was upset. Cisco walks in, and y'all, Cisco done lost some weight since the last time we seen him. Okay, he little facial hair, lost a little weight, didn't have all of that stomach that he had the last time we saw him. I said, oh shit, now Cisco look good. When did this happen? So they get right down to it. They ask if he told Olivia that Rich took money from her. And he says, come on, man, of course I didn't say that. Oh, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think you're lying. I just think you don't want to see him as flawed as you actually seem. But he says that he didn't say that. And Rich is like, come on, man. Do you think that I don't know that you took Liv down to the publishing department at Universal? And he was like, man, I was trying to help the girl out. I took her to a whole bunch of different labels. It's like, now, you know that's not the same thing. Like, he talking around it. And at the end of the day, Rich is starting to get increasingly more upset, because Rich feels like you playing with me, and you know at the end of the day what you did was backhanded, because if you was really trying to be a real one, you would have communicated with me and said any of this shit to me ahead of time, and you never did. You let it ride. I think you did tell Olivia that I stole money from her. He insists that he didn't. And Peter kind of jumps in on Rich's behalf, and Cisco gets mad at Peter because he feel like he's always choosing Rich's side, and Rich is like, because you're always wrong. Like, I was like, son is upset. Don't have a stroke, Rich. We need you next season. We don't. We really don't. But it wouldn't be right if you weren't here. Rich said, did you not deduce that you should have said something to me? That it was wrong for you to backdoor me with my old artist? Like, Rich was like at the high levels of pissosity. Cisco said he was just trying to help your girl live. That's all he was trying to do, is help out a friend. And he never said that Rich robbed her. So now Rich got to go back and have another conversation with Olivia. But I think next time Cisco will be in attendance at said meeting. So you guys, they had the jump-a-thon for Lil Derrick, and Jonathan is there, and there are so many people that came in attendance. Now they got Jen coming in. I'm like, oh, so now she cool with the rest of the cast because her and Fresh ain't got shit else going on, child, please. But of course, Yandy is there with a thick-ass side ponytail. And Sin Santana is there, of course, because, you know, y'all, her and Jonathan are BFFs. That's like his sister. Child, yeah, I know. This season. So basically the jump-a-thon was they had a whole bunch of people who are social media influencers, and everybody's social media followings can then bet on who was going to win, which team would win. Jonathan tells Yandy beforehand that he invited Chrissy and Kimbella, and she's like, good, the more the merrier, okay? We trying to get this bread at the end of the day, and y'all know Yandy is about her coin. Then we get the blast from the past that is Samaya Reese. So y'all, Samaya has had quite the transformation. Samaya lost a few pounds. She now owns the Slim Tea Company, and she makes a lot of money. Her tea sells a lot. I saw her transformation when she started working out and everything because I've been following her on social media for years. I also followed her relationship with Lady Luck. All right, they've been on and off for years now. I don't even know if they still together. But I do know about Samaya, you know, dipping her whole bottom half into the lady pine. But she came to support, all right? She was doing her little business at her office and decided to come through and support at the end of her work day. I said, all right, girl, you better be a businesswoman and a mogul. She says that I'm everything you said I couldn't be, Emily. I said, girl, who shitted on you like that? Because they was wrong, Samaya, girl. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. But she had on heels. That girl didn't come to jump no damn broke. Like, really? You ain't have no tennis shoes in the car? Girl, bye. Then Kimbella gets there and she meets Derrick, but Chrissy didn't come. Jonathan was kind of upset about that. And from what we understand, nobody sent the check either. Jonathan tries to force a conversation between Yandy and Kimbella, but Yandy avoids it at all costs, okay? She was like, this is not the time or the place. She don't like me. What else is there for us to talk about, all right? But they did end up raising $97,000 for Lil Derrick to get the surgery to fix his legs. So, you know, God willing, because at the end of the day, they can say they can do the surgery, but that doesn't mean it's gonna work. So I still have a lot of questions with this whole situation, but you know, prayers up for Lil Derrick. Chrissy and Jim are at the house, and she says that she didn't show up to the event because it was important for her to protect her peace, and protecting her peace ain't have nothing to do with being in the same room with Yandy, okay? So she and Jim talk about Nancy's house and how they need to do a walkthrough so that he can see everything because it's been such, you know, a great ordeal for her designing and doing all the decorating for Nancy's new house. And he's like, you know, do you want me to tell her it was you? And, you know, she's like, I'll leave that up to you. You can do whatever you want to do. If you want to tell her, that's great. If not, that's fine too. I'll leave that up to your discretion. So they're setting it up for Nancy to be pissed off that Chrissy decorated her house for her. This all y'all got? Okay. So Jonathan invites all of the girls to a slumber party so that he can thank them for helping him raise the $97,000 for Lil Derrick, all right? So there's supposed to be a stripper there, and here comes Kimbella coming through the door, and we thought it was a stripper, but it wasn't, all right? Yandy gets that stank smell on her face when Kimbella starts walking through the room and shit like, what is that smell? Y'all, Kimbella's ass is ridiculous. It doesn't even pretend to be real. Like, oh my God. So y'all, they play Truth or Dare, and Samaya asked Yandy if she has issues with anyone. I was like, oh, how produced. Then we get into this issue between Kimbella and Yandy. Yandy doesn't understand how you could be cool with Chrissy, who molly-whopped you and kicked you in the puss and dragged you for dear life. How could you be cool with her, but you got a problem with me for just saying something? Apparently, Yandy said that Kimbella deserved to get her ass whooped the night that she got her ass whooped. But, well, we all know you kind of, sort of did. Kind of, sort of. Like, not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, in actuality, that, you know, could have been handled better. But at the end of the day, you did come there with the intentions of upsetting everybody. You was trying to do the I'm better than y'all thing where I come in and say that I slept with your man and sit here and look cute and think I'm not going to get my ass whipped. Like, that's what you did, Kimbella. So at the end of the day, there were a lot of people that felt like you deserved to get kicked in the cooch. Either way, Yandy did show up for you and tried to stop you from getting dragged the first time. That second time, you got snuck. Okay? And there were a whole bunch of other people that were trying to stop you from getting your ass whooped at the same time that Yandy was running behind Emily B. She did not want to fight no damn Chrissy. She saw how she ethnic in your ass. Like, nah, I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of that. And Samaya, who was also there that day, confirms that Yandy did try to keep Chrissy off of Kimbella's ass, but to no avail. To me, Kimbella sounds stupid. But Kimbella says at the end of the day, if it were her who was getting stumped out, I would have jumped in the fight. And I would have pulled whoever off of her myself, and I would have fought them. And she knows that, which is why she was always calling me whenever she needed somebody to come and buck for her. And I'm like, see, that's what your real issue is. But you keep running back to this bullshit because Yandy wants to keep bringing up how you can still be friends with Chrissy but not be friends with her. At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter about Chrissy. That's of no consequence at this point. Y'all have had an issue before Chrissy even came back into the picture. Can we, like, focus on that? But you know what? I don't even want to focus on it. Y'all don't need to be friends no more. Y'all are not friends no more, and that's it. Kimbella says at the end of the day that Yandy is fake as hell, okay? She, has a fake marriage, a fake life. Everything about the bitch is fake. She's a fake friend, all of that, okay? And she called Yandy fake to her face. Yandy got upset, and Yandy was like, that's why you deserve to get stumped. Hi, my fake friend. That's why you deserve to get stumped right there. And so now Kimbella is mad all over again, so she throws a drink in their direction, also hitting Jonathan, which he was upset about, but not too upset because he was still eating his wings while he was telling her that she was wrong for that. Okay, what's wrong with that? Like, what got me wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, still eating his food and everything. Yandy is so upset. She's just standing there like she really wants to fight somebody. And Kimbella is like, do it. Do it. Do it. Running her mouth. And then Yandy picks up some drinks and throws them in Kimbella's direction and tries to get at her. But security, they all in between them. They are not getting to one another. It's just not going to happen. I'm like, yeah, Yandy, you about that life today? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I just don't believe it at all. I feel like that security is there to protect everybody and that you really wasn't about to get to Kimbella. You had a whole bunch of time and opportunity when she was in your face and you ain't do shit. You wait for all of the security to come in the room and be standing between y'all. Now you want to throw some shit and leap. Girl, go on somewhere away from me with this. Yeah, y'all. That was Love and Hip Hop New York. They play too much, y'all. They play way too damn much. I mean, so far the season is okay, but they can do better. They've had better seasons. I've been more entertained. You know what I mean? But you know what? It's so funny to me because more of y'all watch Love and Hip Hop New York than Love and Hip Hop Miami. And Love and Hip Hop Miami has been way more entertaining to me this season than Love and Hip Hop New York. But it is what it is. Whatever y'all want to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.